Hello everyone, my name is Sick. Welcome to a very special video. So, a lot of people who follow this channel will have noticed that recently I have been translating some Warhammer 40,000 videos into Dutch. As a result, many people know that I am from the Netherlands. And some people would think that I am from Holland, and that is not accurate. Holland is just a province of the Netherlands, and I am actually from a province called Friesland. Now that might not sound like a very big difference to you, but Friesland has its own unique history and culture independent from the rest of the Netherlands, and as a result we're not quite really popular here. But personally I feel very passionately about these things. I'm very interested in our history, and I think we have a lot of interesting stories to tell. Now, one of those stories will be in the music video that will come shortly after this introduction. This is a song about the last pagan king of Friesland. And as I said, Friesland currently is a province, but in the past Friesland used to be its own independent country with its own king and its own unique history. We have our own language now, we have our own national anthem, we have our own culture with movies and music. And so today we're going to be looking at a video from Baldrs Draumar. And like I said, it's about the last pagan king of Friesland. And when I say pagan, it means the Norse gods. Frisians used to worship for Odin, Frey and Freya and so on. And that is different from the rest of the Netherlands, where this worship also existed before, of course, as much of Northern Europe did in some way or form. But what is different is that the Romans eventually made their way up into Europe and basically colonized everywhere, Romanized everything, except for areas up above the Rhine. And Friesland happens to be above the Rhine River. So what we consider as the Netherlands today is actually a result of Romanization. You know, Christianity spread very quickly there, but in Friesland it did not. It used to be very independent from all of the other places, which we would now consider the Netherlands. As a result, we have hundreds of years of separate history, and as a result, of course, their own language, and so on. Now, this song is from the perspective of the friend of the last pagan king. And this story is particularly cool and interesting because this king was about to be baptized. He was actually going to convert into Christianity. But at the very last moment, as the story goes, when he had his foot into the water to be baptized, he turned around and asked the priest, "What happened to my family?" You know, because they never had a chance to convert. They never had a chance to become Christians, and therefore would never have received the chance to go to heaven. And of course the priest said, well, they went to hell. You know, they're all in hell because they're not Christians, they did not convert and did not believe in the one true God and so on, which is a whole discussion in and of itself that I'm not going to get into right now. But at that point, Rêdbâd refused to be baptized because he would rather spend eternity in hell with his family than go to heaven all by himself and be alone forever. And this is something that is very cool about and very interesting about Norse and Northern European ancestry, is that the gods were important, but just as important was the family. Okay, so they were kind of equal. They would worship the family as well as the gods, almost in equal measure. So when you tell or when you say that my parents, my grandparents and so on, all the people in my family that came before me went to hell, and I would go separately to God, both of those things are conflicting. But your family, you know, and your family is important, your family is what you stay true to before anything else. And so Rêdbâd refused to be baptized and decided he would go to hell forever as long as he could be with his family. And that is what makes this story very, very cool and unique. And so let's get into it. This video clip is actually from an open air play, so it's not a specific music video, it's something that is actually quite interesting. It's, like I said, an open air play. So, like Shakespeare, you know, they would go onto the stage, except this is out in the nature area. They built up this whole set, and people were sitting outside, depending on the weather, you know, hoping that the weather would be okay and whatnot. But what is actually really cool is that the members of the band that sing the song are also playing in this play. So the guy playing Rêdbâd is actually the singer from the band. Anyway, I'm not going to talk for too much longer. Please enjoy this video and leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed it and want to see more of this stuff. Because Frisian history is very long, very interesting, and very few people really know about it. So I would love to bring you more content like this. But for now, enjoy.
Ik ben Hadagrim, zoon van Egesgar. Du bist Rêdbâd, zoon van Oud-Gilles koning. Du bist mijn stalker. Een lang leven, het is maar jong. Maar het laatste schoft ben ik on Fertriet verbonden. Een soort verlennen, mijn vriend en wief. En starig on in mijn ski van mijn lief. En bij jontie, sjoor ik helemaal steen. Ik viel zijn hand op mijn schouder. Kan hem verstaan. Hij komt mij helpen, maar nog één ding wat ik dwaan. Het verhaal van King Rêdbâd, onelsen in terug, ja. Onelsen in terug, ja. Besitzt jes en 7 sterren, du zelfs jes als haar. Maar één ding weet ik, dat eeuwig leven, de helderoom van de delen. Besitzt jes en 7 sterren, du zelfs jes als haar. Maar één ding weet ik, dat eeuwig leven, de helderoom van de delen. De helderoom van de delen. Hij hier de wijsheid, hij hier het verstaan. En wie de koning van ons mooie Frieske land. Zoon van Oud-Gilles, de 100 schild. Wie als koning en in de strijd zou wild. En die namen zal niet vergeen. Want die Helse Fries zal een stuk van die bestaan. En toen je een letter, dat zullen zij nog roepen. Heiland King Rêdbâd, Friesland beheer. Ja, ik zong Friesland beheer. Besitzt je en 7 sterren, du zelfs jes als haar. Maar één ding weet ik, dat die wil leven, de helderdom van de Heer. Besitst je en zinnest je, door zelfs je stas harder. Maar één ding weet ik, dat die wil leven, de helderdom van de Heer. De helderdom van de Heer. Dit wie het verhaal van de koning. Ik ga het schreeuwen. Mijn naam dat is Raven. Maar jong, troch mijn bloed vreun. En nooit ik dit volbracht ha. O, wer dan neem mij mij. En breng mij gauw bij mijn vreugden. Want dan pas, ja dan pas ben ik vrij.